God, you guys, there's flash floods. Good morning, by the way, vlog. Good morning, good morning. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh.
We ventured out into the wetlands today. Yeah, my mom's neighborhood is fucked, so as you guys just saw, there was quite the flood in there.
I've never driven through that much water.
That's
in any
crazy.
vehicle.
Yeah, so we are on the way home. Look at this guy. You can't see him, but he had like crazy water. So yeah, there's like flash flood warnings right now. It is wild. All right, hey vlog. So yeah, we went out this morning because well, I was actually gonna groom my mom's dogs, and I didn't realize that it was supposed to rain like this. So that was pointless. So I didn't groom her dogs. I did do their nails and their ears and anything that wouldn't matter, you know, to get messed up. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to actually groom them. But yeah, so we're like stuck in this like flood world right now. It's crazy. We have all my home groom stuff back here because, like I said, oh shit, I just realized that that's still stacked together. I'm gonna have to fix that in a second, or all my clippers and shears and stuff are gonna go flying. But yeah, so we are on the way. Well, we gotta go by his dad's house because basically like where his band room is, like it floods really easy. So since we're having like crazy floods right now, we gotta go make sure that band room's not flooding. And yeah, this is absolutely nuts. So I wanted to also yesterday, I didn't upload a vlog yesterday because I really didn't have a lot of time to film, and it got to the end of the night last night and I realized I hadn't filmed anything. Because yesterday I went to Hamby, and that was really awesome. We'll talk about that in a little while. And then I had to go to the Small Business Development Center to talk to my business advisor, and it was just stuff that I couldn't really film. So anyway, I didn't film anything yesterday except for Hamby, which I'm going to attach right now.
That thing's crazy. I want one for
Look,
our game
guys.
room.
This is the magazine I was in. We're at Hamby right now. Yeah, we need some of this stuff for the game room. Oh my god, so fancy. So you can see Hamby has like a really nice building, nice little lobby area. Their vans are like next level. They're insane. Like, I'm so obsessed with Hamby. Like, there's, to me, no competition. Like, I'm gonna be getting a Hamby van, hands down. Like, if I'm getting a van, it's gonna be Hamby. But yeah, so anyway, we're on the way through this crazy flood. So wish us luck. Oh my god. Do you see this? He's got like a pond. This has been like the whole time driving home. And this is like the better area. Look, this is all just straight up water. That is crazy. We made it. All right, we're home. So let's have this conversation that I really don't want to have, but we need to have. Life is complicated. Okay, so I even like saying it out loud. It's like, to even say it out loud, it just like makes me so angry. We're not doing the cash out mortgage on the house because BB&T makes things very difficult, and honestly I forgot. But they did this too with the house. You know, we picked out a house. The original plan was we were going to get a mortgage on the house, and as I've said like a million times, the house is paid off. One of the reasons that the house is fully paid off and we didn't get a mortgage is because BB&T is a pain in the fucking ass, and I forgot until this all happened. And basically my mom was declined for the cash out mortgage because she had some late payments while my stepdad was dying in the hospital. So if you didn't know that about me, first of all, my stepdad died in 2018, November. Well, okay, so let's start in August. We're not gonna go too deep into him dying, but anyway, so in August of 2018, my stepdad had a heart attack known as the Widowmaker, and apparently it got that name for a reason, because he's no longer with us. So he had the heart attack. Obviously it was unexpected. You don't plan a heart attack. And he was paying all of the bills. So there was a lot of complications whenever he, you know, because there was a lot of times he was on heavy medications, so he couldn't sign for things. And basically it was very confusing. So there were a couple late payments, not even missed payments, nothing was shut off, but because there was a few late payments during that time, my mom was not approved for the mortgage, which is honestly the dumbest thing I've ever heard, because she's been approved for like other things. Like she bought a car, we were gonna, we didn't get a mortgage on the house basically because it was gonna take too long, but she did find another company that was going to do the mortgage for her. But it just, if we wanted to close the day that I wanted to close, it was just easier to pay cash. So that's why she did it. So she was able to get approved for other people. BB&T just make everything stupid and complicated, and yeah, they're kind of a shit show. just saying. If you didn't see my video the other day about how like ridiculous, like you guys remember I was like saying for like weeks, like, oh, I have a meeting with an accountant. Well, they didn't schedule me a meeting with an accountant. They scheduled me a meeting with somebody that does payroll for employees. So I go to this meeting and he's asking me about like what employees I'm gonna hire, and I'm like, oh, well, I wasn't planning on hiring anybody. And then he's like, oh, well, that's his fucking job, right? Is to work with employees. Like basically he helps to make sure you're classifying employees legally and that you have them do the right paperwork and they get their handbooks and all that. So that, when I asked for an accountant, that is who BB&T scheduled me with. Somebody that does payroll for employees. When they knew I wasn't hiring employees, I was trying to find an accountant. And then he told me he was going to send me a list of accountants. Never fucking did. So anyway, BB&T is a shit show, and I might eventually have to, like, because that's where my accounts are through right now, so maybe we might have to. Oh, wow. My mom just sent me a picture of her backyard. It's so flooded. But we're going to find another way around. We might just, like, finance it normal. We were just really trying to avoid that $1,000 to $2,000 a month. So now we are speaking to Mercedes and Hanvey about just financing it. Doing the, like, $10,000 to $15,000 down. It was between $1,400 and like $1,700 a month for the monthly payments. So that's what we're looking into doing now. And my mom is like at the point where she was like, if this doesn't fucking work, we'll just pay cash and I'll just pay her back. So that's where we're at. Like I said, this conversation I didn't even want to have, but I've said so much about how we were doing this cash out mortgage that it's like, now that we're not doing it, I feel like I have to explain it. So if you need a loan, don't go to BB&T, because they will severely overcomplicate things and make everything a giant pain in the ass. And it doesn't matter what you are getting the loan for, apparently. Like, it's so, I don't know. It's stupid. I could bitch about BB&T all day and all the dumb shit that they've done. But that's not it right now. It doesn't matter. I get it. They couldn't approve her for the loan. That's fine. We'll go another way around, and it's gonna happen. And like I said, even if she ends up having to pay cash for it, I'll just pay her the $500, $2,000 a month, maybe more, as much as I can until I get the van paid off, and that's just gonna be happening. I just hate it. It's like every time that I feel like we make some steps forward, it's like I feel like we hit a brick wall. And it's just so, it's a lot. But anyway, let's see. I've got to, like I said, I am working with Mercedes. They're trying to get us approved for a loan so that we can get the van. And if we can do it, it might be like really fast. Like we might be able to get it fast if we can do it. But I'm like honestly like so like rattled right now trying to figure this out. And it was like, I had a moment yesterday that I was like, this isn't even gonna happen. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, I had a moment I was like, am I even gonna bother? Like, cause like, here's where I'm at. I'm just gonna be fucking honest with you guys. Okay, I'm not trying to act like I'm the YouTuber of the world, because I'm not at all. But the people in this area do know who I am. And even if they don't know who I am, nobody is going to hire me, knowing full well I have my own business, and that the second I have the money, that I'm gonna go out on my own. Nobody's gonna hire me like that. Like, I would have to flat out lie about my situation, and I've put it out so publicly. My business page, if you just type in Grooms by Janine, my business page is coming up. So basically Nobody's gonna hire me. Let's just be real. Nobody's gonna want to hire somebody that they know full well is gonna just leave and potentially take customers. Like, not that I would go out of my way to steal customers, but like, if somebody likes how I groom their dog, they're probably gonna want to follow me. You know what I mean? So I get why they wouldn't want to hire me. So there's that. And then it was like, okay, do I open a storefront, which I've looked into really heavily. If I did it, because like we have like a Main Street program. I think like most places have like a Main Street program where it's like a contest and you enter your business plan. If you have a solid business plan, you can win like $10,000, but that $10,000 has to go to the town you win it in. So if I won Williamston's Main Street program, I would have to buy something in Williamston, and the buildings in Williamston are so run down. Like, I'm sure, I haven't even been in the inside of any of them, and I'm sure that it would cost me a lot more than $10,000 to get that building running. So I'd be in the same boat. It wouldn't get me any further ahead. And then my pricing would have to be more competitive with the other grooming shops in the area, whereas I want to say when I get the van, I will be the only mobile groomer in this area. So it's like, my pricing will be different. I don't have to go as low as I would in a shop, because in a shop, it's just different, you know? So yeah. So there's that. It was like, okay, do I open a fucking shop? Do I go like try to win the Main Street program and I open a shop? Or, you know, I don't know. It's I had a moment of like, do I even fucking groom dogs anymore? I'm just gonna be honest. I really for a minute was like, I don't even think I'm gonna keep grooming. But then it was like, then what are you gonna do? The only other thing I would do is management. I don't want to do management anymore. Like, if I did something else, it would just be taking a step back to make a step forward later, because I love grooming. And getting a separate job that's like not grooming related just interferes with my grooming. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I can't groom if I have to be at work somewhere else. And some people are like, if you can't groom, they're going to go somewhere else. And it's like, well, then I just lost a customer over a different job, you know? So anyway, this whole thing is so stressful, you guys. I'm going to probably be stressed until the day that van's in my driveway. And some days it's really hard to even picture that. But yeah, this is a big reason why I didn't vlog last night either, because like after I found out that we weren't approved for the loan, I was just so defeated. And I was talking to my mom and she's like, it's fine. Like, I know she's gonna help me figure it out. I know we'll figure it out and it's gonna be fine. But it doesn't feel like it. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's probably fine. I know I'm probably just being dramatic and being too sensitive about it, but it's like, being told no over and over and over to like, oh God, you guys, this has just been such an uphill battle. Like, when I went, it was almost 2 years ago. No, I'm sorry. It was a year ago, right? No, it was a year ago. I'm stupid. So it was about a year ago in January. I just decided, I was like, I want to open my own business. And I said, I want to open a mobile grooming business. I was like, I just want to get the van. And the financial advisor I went to was like, no, you can't do that. Like, basically that's not, he didn't like that option. He didn't like the option of me going mobile. He thought vans were too expensive. He was like, no. He's like, what if you just open a business in your house? Well, I was living at Derek's dad's house. I'm not going to just open a business in his dad's house. So I was like, well, that's an option. I was like, but not in this house. So that's where the idea of me getting a house came in. So I got a house, specifically told the real estate agent, I need a house I can open a business at. Finally get my fucking house after so long of searching. Get my house, get moved in, working on the business plan to get my business started, and I'm told that I am not zoned in an area where I can open a business, which is just fucking peachy. Right after I was like, well, you know, that's really funny that you say that, because I specifically bought this house thinking I was zoned in an area where I could open a business. So basically you just told me my real estate agent didn't do her job, so thank you for that. So it's like, okay, so that was off the table. So then it was like back to square one of like, okay, well, mobile van seems like the only option, right? So, and like I said, I looked into retail locations. Retail is no cheaper than doing the mobile. It's not. more expensive, if anything, and you have to charge a lot less per dog. So it's like, that just really, at this point in time, opening up a storefront is not what I want. Tried house call. I don't love it. I don't love it at all. I hate it, actually. I don't hate it. It's better than my old job, but I hate carrying all my shit in. It's uncomfortable a lot of times, like being in people's houses. Like, it's just really awkward, and I'm constantly worried I'm gonna break something or hit something with my table or put a hole in the wall or just anything, you know? It's just so, the thought of just being able to pull up in the van and just do it, you know? It's like hard to even, like, I was so excited about that van, like that Humvee van, you guys. Like, when I'm in a better spirit about it and know it's like happening and can actually like talk about it excitedly, we'll talk more about it. But just that Humvee van just crushes Wagon Tails. It just, there's so many things that are better, so many things. So if I do get a van, then that's definitely, I'll definitely be getting a Humvee. Curtis knows his shit. He's smart as fuck. That van is thoroughly thought out and very well designed. The Wagon Tails looks like a joke next to it. There's so many things. Like, the Wagon Tails has like 600 different switches, and it's really easy to fuck up. Humvee is so easy. Like, you really, like, there's no way to fuck it up. So I just hope I can get it, because this has been very defeating, you guys. It's been, I feel like I've been going uphill for a long time. It's just been a constant battle, and I know once I finally make it to the top, it'll be worth it. But right now, God, it sucks. Oh, it sucks so bad. There's just so much going on in my head, and I've just been so overwhelmed, and like, I don't know. Like, I talk to people about it, and it's like, I just get the same of like, you're fine, everything's fine, it's going to be fine, you're gonna figure it out. And it's like, I don't feel like that at all. And I don't know that that's even really helping, hearing that, because I'm like, well, no. Because it's like different when you're the one that's been told no so many times, you know? I hate even having this conversation. I hate talking about this stuff out loud. I do. This is like what constantly is going through my head with all of this. It is so stressful, you guys. I'm so ready to be through this. But anyway, I just felt like I needed to tell you. Working with loans is fucking stressful. Just pray for me. Pray I can get this fucking van, because I just don't know. Sucks. Alright, I'm feeling in better spirits now that I like kind of just like got all of that stuff out of my head. You know what I mean? I really haven't, like I said, I haven't gotten to talk to a lot of people about it. It's hard because, like, you know, my friends and stuff, they just want to be like, oh, like, it's fine, like, everything's great, like, you're gonna be fine. And like, I know they're just trying to cheer me up, but it's also like, I'm like, it's not fine. Not everything's fine. But I did just hear back from Mercedes, and I sent over everything they asked for. Shit. Hold on. Okay, sorry. There was like one more thing for the Mercedes guy that I just thought about, and because I just wanted to double check. So he needed our driver's licenses, address of the vehicle, insurance cards, and business application. Got it. All of those things are done. So possibly, I'm scared to say that one out loud. I'll just tell you, okay, I'm scared. I don't want to jinx myself, but basically, if we do this right, my van could make it to Humvee to start being worked on by tomorrow. I'm so scared to say that out loud. I hope I didn't just jinx myself. It may not. It may not happen. It may not happen. Honestly, I'm not expecting for it to happen. You know, it's like, it's a possibility. If this loan and everything works out, they're submitting everything right now because I just sent an application. So if it works out, it's a possibility my van could be coming to Humvee. Like, my blank Sprinter diesel will be coming to Humvee. And I think I mentioned I like would never ever get the Mercedes diesel. So let me tell you why I'm going to. The Humvee van is completely designed for the Mercedes diesel. So to get the Ford van I wanted, it was actually gonna be like $10,000 more and twice the build time. So I hate it, but Mercedes diesel. Yeah. So wish me luck. Maybe Mercedes will approve us and maybe we'll get a van coming to freaking easily this week. Like, that I can't wrap my head around. That doesn't feel real. Honestly, I think in my brain I'm expecting to get denied again. Like, I know I shouldn't be thinking that way, but I'm just being like realistic. It's like, it's almost easier for me to think that way. And then when I get turned down, like it's like easier than it is to think like, oh my God, maybe I'm going to get it. Like maybe my van could be coming to easily tomorrow, you know? And it's like, I don't know. I'm scared. I'm so nervous. Wish me luck. Hopefully I'll hear back from him soon. I think he's supposed to call me. Oh, this is so nerve-wracking. I'm so nervous. They're submitting my application right now. I hope by the end of today's vlog I can be like, we're getting a van, bitch! That's what I hope by the end of this vlog I can say. You guys, I'm really trying hard to think if I've been more stressed about anything else in my entire life. Other than the obvious, of course, of like having people that I love die. That was pretty fucking stressful. But like, it was stressful with Dwayne. Like, my grandma, it was like, she was, by the time, this is like so different story, this is on a completely different topic, but by the time we found out what was going on with my grandma, she was like dying. Like, it was bad. And she was barely, like, it was bad. It was so bad. So it wasn't, like with Dwayne, it was a constant stress, like, cause God, this one hurts. I wanted him to make it so bad. And I like was so sure he was going to make it. I mean, down to the wire, until I was told that he couldn't. So that was stressful. That was really stressful. So that probably takes the cake. But good God, this is a close second. Because it is huge. Like, this is like a huge moment. It just like makes me so anxious. Like, all of this is so stressful. I really hope I can tell you that we're getting the van. I really hope that I fucking have that news for you guys. I'm so fucking scared. This is like the most terrifying thing I've done probably ever. This sucks. This so sucks. I can't wait to be done with this. God. Wish me luck, you guys. Okay, I don't really remember the last thing I said on the vlog, but I got a few more things to say and then we're gonna end it. So, we submitted everything. Oh, there's Luna. I was like, I punched somebody in the face. Hello, come here. Okay, wait, hold on, don't knock the phone over. So, application is submitted. And we gotta figure out if we're approved. I'm like sick to my stomach. I'm so freaking nervous. But I know it's gonna happen either way. Like, it's gonna happen. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna find a way. It's gonna happen. But the anticipation, oh my God. My stomach is in knots about this. Oh my God. It has been a battle. And I was just watching June Just Did a live feed, and he was talking about struggling, and like how to not focus on, honey, I'm trying to find somewhere to put my phone. There we go. So how to not focus on the problem, but to look more towards like the solution. So I need to take my focus off of like, because I've had this like defeating feeling of like, every time I feel like I'm close, it's ripped away from me. And it's like, I need to stop focusing on that. I need to start like, okay, if this doesn't work, we're gonna find another way. And if that way doesn't work, we'll find another way until I get that fucking van. Like, because I've already thought of the other options. I discussed it earlier and how they're not for me. And even if I went another way, eventually I want a van. And even Curtis Hamby yesterday was like, please, like, don't give up on the van. He was like, even if you don't choose Hamby, like, don't give up on getting a van. He was like, the world is going mobile. Do it. And that's what I want. So bad. And I want to share it with you guys. That's why it's so huge. Like, it's not just for me. It's not just for me. Because I think about, like, the videos that I'll be able to make, you know? I mean, shit. One day I could even drive my van down to Joe's house in Georgia and put the Humvee next to the Wagon Tails and show you each individual difference of what's different about the van. You know, I could do stuff like that. There's going to be so many videos that I'll make. Like, so many videos. Like, I want to do one, my first time trying the clipper vac. I think that would be probably a really hilarious video because that thing intimidates the fuck out of me. I'm scared of the clipper vac. I'll just say it. I'm scared of it. It scares me. Steph said something about how it can suck up loose skin and you can cut the skin. I'm scared, but it's going to be so fun. I can't wait to show you. God, that van, it's incredible. It's incredible. I was blown away. I was blown away, Weeksy. I'm so blown away they have a good van. They do. They got a good van. Yeah. We can get a van. We are. And then you guys can come to work with me. They haven't gotten to come to work with me since I worked at Puppy Toes. And that was many years ago. I got hired at Puppy Toes almost 5 years ago. And they haven't gotten to come to work with me since then. So they'll be able to come to work with me sometimes. I'll probably be bringing Luna most days. Because Max is just big and loud and scary. And Luna's just so chill. She'd be like the perfect road companion. Oh my god, so I can bring Luna. I can show you guys how everything works in it. Like, oh my god, like how it's set up is so smart and so well done. And I can't wait to show you guys like all the really cool features that are in it. And I can't wait to show you like how much faster it is to groom the dogs. Like, and you don't even have to do anything different. It's just like the bathing system, because I mix up shampoos for each individual dog. So I'll have like a bathing system that's just directly spraying out shampoo. And then I'll have the clipper vac system. Wait, is that what I said? No, I said bathing system. And then I'll have the clipper vac system, which speeds up the groom time. And having less distractions, because at my last job, like, I probably could have been a lot faster at grooming, but there was constantly people coming in and out. And even if it's just a person, like, you guys are groomers. Most of you are probably groomers. So you guys know, even if I quietly and I'm so like good and like try my best to like get through the room quickly or whatever, the dog still, any new person that comes in, it's, so you're sitting here, I'm like, trimming, and then somebody comes in, they're like, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna take a dog's eye out because you guys needed to come in here to throw something away, you know? It's like, so not having those distractions of having to stop all the time, or the doorbell rings and then the dogs start going ballistic and it takes me a couple minutes to calm the dog back down. Like, all those things were adding time to my grooms, like unnecessary times. Like, I'm ready to show myself how much faster it is to groom in the van. I am like trying to just focus on that picture in my head of me driving my van to my client's house and grooming my clients in my van, showing my clients my van. That's what I'm trying to focus on. I'm so, like I said, my stomach's in knots right now. I'm kind of hungry, but also like so nervous. I don't know if I can eat. I'm just so ready to hear either way on this van. If we get declined again, then we'll find another way. But part of me, I'm scared to say this out loud, but I'm going to say it anyway. Part of me thinks this is it and that I'm going to get it. I really think I might. So maybe I can't end this vlog by saying like, yay, I got the van, because I haven't heard anything yet and I might not be able to say till tomorrow. But in my heart, I don't know why I feel this is it. Like I feel like this is it. Like this might really be it. I'm nervous, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you guys for going along with this journey going along on this journey with me. It's crazy. Like you guys are as invested in it as I am at this point, and I don't know if I didn't have people to constantly keep encouraging me, like I don't know if I would have already given up. So thank you guys so freaking much for being here and listening, even when I have to talk about things that are really vulnerable. And honestly, this is something I was just talking about with Grace. Hey Grace, if you're watching, hey girl. June the groomer, I look up to him so much, and I so admire his ability to be himself, like unashamed. Like he has gone online and talked about things that like I can't imagine talking about myself. Like even to tell you guys that we were declined for a loan was so hard for me to say, you know? It's so hard. Like I don't, like it's embarrassing. Like it's like, you know, I want to just be like, oh, I just got the van and it was easy. But how is that going to help you guys? Because it's not easy to get a van. It's not easy to buy something like that big, you know? It's not anything. Even like a house is like easier. But even then, it's like your credit has to be good. There's so many things that go into it. And most of the time, it's not easy at all. None of this is easy. I wish it was. But then, do I really? Because if it was easy and I just already had the van and all of it came so easy, would I appreciate it? Probably not. Whereas like this house, I remember almost every fucking day. I'm like, wow, this house, I remember how much it meant to me and how bad I just wanted to be in it. And for a while after I got here, even though like before I moved in, like the whole goal was to open a business because I hated my current job and all this stuff. But when I got in here, I was so happy just to have this house that I was content where I was at. And I had, honestly, I was going to stay. As crazy as that is, after all the things that happened, I was going to stay. And until I got bit by that dog, that changed it. And it opened my eyes and I was like, why the fuck would I stay here? Why the fuck would I stay here? Like, okay, I get bit by a dog. They don't kick it out. Like, so he's still there. So it could happen any fucking time. And I'm just going to say it, he's bit several other people since me. I was not the first and I'm not the only one that he's bitten. So regardless of all this stupid shit, it was like, if I stay here, this dog could end my career. And I said it to my boss the day it got bit. I was like, if he had gotten my hand and not my leg, he could have just ended my fucking career. And you can bet your ass I would have sued. You could bet your ass I would have sued. Oh, you would have been paying for me to end my career. So anyway, shitty things happen in the world. And life is really fucking hard a lot of times. But then there's some really good things. Like if I get this van, like I was telling Grace, I was like, I know flat out if they tell me that I got this van, I'm going to cry. Like, I'm going to fucking cry. And I don't know if it's going to sink in. And, like, part of me is so scared, like, especially since I'm saying this, like, that I'm just going to get denied again. And it's like, but that's not going to stop me. It hasn't stopped me yet. Nothing stopped me. I'm going to keep going, and it's going to be okay. But I'm nervous, for sure. I'm always going to be nervous. This is big shit. You know, I was talking to Steph earlier, and her daughter, she's 4, Neve, was all upset because where she was sitting in the living room, the sun was in her eyes. And it's just, you know, you're like, there was a time in my life that was the most detrimental thing to happen to me. Like, my mom said, no, I couldn't get a stuffed animal at the store or something, you know, and that was the biggest worry of my life. And this is big shit compared to that. Because it's not just about the van. It's like, this is my career. Like, this is how I make money. And right now, I'm not making money. I'm not making money doing house call. I'm just going to tell you, I'm not fucking making money doing house call. I am making enough money to pay my bills. And that's it. I don't have money for anything else. I buy my Red Bulls. That's about it. Like, I'm not eating the way I want to because I can't afford it. And I'm not doing the things I want to because I can't afford it. And I'm tired of focusing on what I can't do. And that's what June's whole thing was about, his whole video today. It was not focusing on the things you can't do and focusing on the things you can do. So what I can do is I can groom dogs. And I think I'm pretty good at it. I'm not good at everything I do. I'm not good at a lot of things I do, but I'm good at grooming dogs. And I love grooming dogs. And it actually makes me happy in a way that doing human hair never did. Ever. It was like, I never got that, like, happy feeling from it the way that I do with dogs. And I know this is what I'm meant to do. And I do, like, oh, this like, rips my heart out. But, I was telling my mom, I've talked about my grandma before, and I was telling her, you know, with all this happening, I was like, you know, if grandma was here, it'd be different. It would be. I probably already have the van, but then it goes back to would I have appreciated it and all that, but my grandma, before she died, all she wanted for me was for me to have found my place, and I've found it. So, I know that I'm doing the right thing, and even though it's hard, it's right, and it's gonna happen. And like I said, this van isn't just about me or benefiting me, because I get to help you guys too, and that's what's important. So, all of this is happening for a reason. And at least I can say I found my place and I found what I think I'm supposed to do, which is to groom dogs and to help other people learn how to groom dogs so we can continue on with this, like, really awesome thing we have going. Because guess what? The grooming industry, whether you want to teach other groomers or not, it's growing. So if you're like a top groomer that's watching this, because randomly sometimes like some big groomers will watch me, if you're watching this, it's not about the money. Like, because I do this for free. Like, you know, the stuff I'm teaching you guys is stuff I've paid money to learn, whether it be through cosmetology school or a trade show or whatever. This is stuff I've paid money or spent my time learning. And I share it with you guys for free because it needs to be passed on, because I'm not going to be here forever. And I'm not going to help the world by learning all this stuff and keeping it to myself. So I'm here to help you guys. My place is to help animals and help you guys. And that's what it's all about. So I'm really happy to say that I found my place. And I know my grandma would be so proud. And I know she's out there anywhere she's helping this happen right now. So I am so thankful. And anyway, I just heard Jeff get here, so I'm gonna go hang out with some friends and get my mind off of all this, because I'm so, like, I have to just let it go to the universe and let the universe take over from here, because there's nothing I can do. At this point, I've done everything I can do. I've submitted my applications. Everything is done. I just have to rely on the universe to whether it's gonna bring it to me or not. So anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for being here always. You guys are the best that I could ever ask for, and more than I could ever ask for. And thank you so much for supporting me. I love you guys so, so much. And I hope you don't mind the longer vlogs, because sometimes I just gotta talk. But, alright, love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.